Welcome to the 5 things I wish I knew in my 20s. By the end of this video, you're gonna walk away with 5 tips to transform your life. Hi, my name is Stephanie No. I'm a certified life and mindset coach, and these are the common things that I see pop up with my clients and also I've experienced myself. So let's get into it. Number 1, dream first, plan later. So I think oftentimes growing up as kids, we're kind of trained to join the rat race. So it's get good grades, do well on your test, get good scores. Why? Because we want to get into a good school. We want to repeat that process again because we want to get a good paying job. We want to make that money. We want to have a stable life, settle down, buy the house. But what happens is at some point, you're going to check off all these things on your list and you're going to wake up one day and realize, I'm not sure if I like my life. I'm not sure why I work this job. And you know what? We spend approximately 90,000 hours at our job. That's 1/3 of our life. Imagine you wake up one day and you're like, I don't even like my job. You've spent 1/3 of your life doing something you don't even like. So this is where I'm saying dream first, then plan later, meaning take some time to sit down and imagine yourself as your 80 or 90-year-old self and you're reminiscing on your past life and you're like, I am most proud of these things, or I'm so happy that I had this opportunity. Whether it's I love spending time with my family, I love traveling the world, I love volunteering and donating my time and money. So have this big vision of what kind of person do you want to be? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? What do you envision for your life? Dream big and then plan after. Number 2 is no one cares. I know myself, I spent a lot of my 20s looking around and kind of doing the comparing and freaking out inside. But also I was kind of shrinking myself and not really going after the things that I wanted. Not going after the things that excited me, not taking chances because I was always thinking, what would they say? Or what would they think? Or they're gonna think I'm so crazy. I mean, I did a lot of crazy things, but I guess not as much as I thought I could have or should have because I was too busy living my life according to what I thought others wanted for me. So I was living in fear. But ultimately, nobody cares. Everyone is so wrapped up in their own things that, yeah, there might be a comment or two, but ultimately they're worrying about their lives just like you're worrying about your life, right? And if you do have a hater say something about your life, make some commentary, that's all about them and it has nothing to do with you. It just reflects like what's going on in their lives and what they're feeling insecure about or what they're struggling with. So really don't even pay attention and just do what you want to do. If you find this content helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button for more. And keep watching until number 5 because I think that will really make your life easier. So number 3 is beating yourself up doesn't help. Maybe to a certain point it was effective, it motivated you and it got you to do things and get things done. But just like certain prescription drugs, the more you take it, your body builds tolerance and it's no longer effective, right? It's kind of like that negative self-talk and that beating yourself up cycle. It actually does the opposite of what you want. It doesn't motivate you and it might even slow you down, right? So let's try something different and maybe try on some self-compassion and kindness. Number 4 is failure is just a thought. I'm gonna repeat that. Failure is just a thought. You get to define for yourself what failure is. You have to define what it is that you're going after and what you think is failure or what that even means to you. So what if there was just winning and learning? What if any roadblock was just a redirection? I like to think of it as what if failing was just data collecting, redirection, and learning? So you can decide for yourself what you're gonna do with that fail. And number 5, There's no right decision. There's only a decision that you can make right for yourself. So many of us, we get caught in this, what do I do? What if this happens? What if that happens? And you kind of just get stuck in this frozen fear of making the wrong choice. But what if we looked at decisions as there's no such thing as a right decision? It's just whatever I make right for myself. You have the power to make whatever you decide happen. So I like to think of decisions as, what if it's just a direction? It's just like a jumping point, a starting point, right? And so when you start, and let's say it's just like not really what you wanted it to be or thought it would be, I mean, you can always pivot. You can make it right for yourself. So let's just stop wasting time searching for the right one and just make a decision and run with it and see where that gets you, because you're never going to get anywhere if you're just standing still. So I hope you found these 5 tips helpful, and they can really transform your life if you take any of these and start implementing it today. And let me know in the comments what was the most helpful tip or what you plan on implementing from this video. And if you're interested in building another skill set like your money confidence, I have a whole series on how to build your money mindset. So you can watch and click the next video. All right, bye.